Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to this morning's masterclass. It's a profound one at this time of year, and I'll just share what it says, knowing that the image is in the Facebook group after the masterclass. So, what is my definition of failure? Is it my definition or someone else's? And what is my definition of success? And is it my definition or someone else's? And then you're going to ask yourself, what is your definition of success? So, success is not how much money you earn, whether you had the weight loss or anything like that. This is actually asking yourselves, who are you? What have you created? What's going on? What is your truth? And it's really important to ask ourselves this, especially as we are ending autumn in Southern Hemisphere and we are going into winter new beginnings in Southern Hemisphere. Also, I want to say thank you so much to everybody because I have been away for 5 weeks in Mexico and Peru. So I haven't been able to service you with masterclasses. So thank you for being so patient. But we're back full swing, which is amazing. So, definition of failure. Now, this is really important because there's not actually failure, but there are results that we do and have that show us exactly where we are, what's going on in our life, and is it your definition or someone else's? Because we've been taught to not have our own belief. Children know who they are, they know what their truth is, they know what they like and they don't like. And then because of peer group pressure that we have in third dimension, it's like, well, I've got to do that or believe that to actually fit in with the community. It's also the chakra stuff. But part of Mystery School was self-empowerment, and self-empowerment is what is it that I know to be true, which is part of the Mexico main event of Mystery School that I teach of. This is what I know to be true. So your definition of failure is really important to assess and go, wait a minute, is it even a failure? Is it just results? Am I doing okay? What is working? What's not working? Is this even my definition? Where did that definition come from? Now, the word definition, to define something, says that we're going to make it this particular way. It's like this is your truth or your belief. And what is your definition? Like, where did that other one come from? So I'm going to give you an example that happened whilst I was in Peru. There was a family situation that occurred, and I was not meant to be there. It was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And my youngest son confronted a particular person who said, well, you and your father are failures because you didn't go to university. Now, this particular person is very opinionated, very dogmatic in her beliefs and things. Who's an aqua personality, and aquas are very strong-willed, strong-minded. They do like an argument sometimes, and they like to have their point of view right, same as this other person happened to be an aqua personality as well. There was apparently a little bit of a conflict of opinions and beliefs and definitions. And this other person, she went to university, whereas my son hasn't. He chose to get work from the age of 16 and he's worked his way up. He's nearly 26 and he's done extraordinarily well. And in extraordinary well, it's not just about the money or the status or anything. He's done well knowing who he is and what he's capable of. And so when this other person defined him and his dad, my husband, as failures because they didn't go to university, that riled him up. Now, that was his opinion. That's his definition. He's been able to go up with all sorts of points of view from everyone, from at school, from me to his dad, to all sorts of people. But he came to a place that was right in his heart of this is my definition. This is mine. Now, was there a bit of an argument? There was a big argument. But again, it was meant to be. And for him, he defined him and his dad as not a failure, but he also didn't define it as a success, meaning, I've got X amount of dollars and whatever else. This is really important. And the reason I'm sharing it is because he came to a place that's right for him in his heart space of seeing the best of the best of him and his dad. That's part of today's lesson is it your definition or is it somebody else's? And quite often, when we follow someone else's, what I call story, that has someone's told you as a kid or as a teenager or as an adult, we actually put a whole dampener on our life. It affects our mindset, it affects our emotions, it affects how we go out into the world. You're the only person that can define anything. You make the definition of your life and what it is like. Nobody else. Part of this journey is understanding what are you repeating to yourself all the time? Are you constantly over and over and over and over saying you're not doing really well? Because it's not actually true. There's no actual definition of failure and success in the world, past, present, or will be future either, because it's a personal journey. And it's being very aware of what they say, which is great. That's their truth. No problems. But what's yours? So now let's go to what is your definition of success? Is that yours? Or is that somebody else's as well? Because we're in the same boat. Whether it's failure or success, are these definitions yours or somebody else's? Because only you have the right to actually say what it is for you. Nobody actually has the right to say what it is. Now, what I'm sharing today sounds so simple, sounds so easy, and it's like, oh yeah, I know that, I know that. However, it is the foundation of mystery schools. And school is a place of education, but the mystery was, can I remain in heart space and see the best of myself and everybody else and where they're at? Because part of this journey is also being aware of what is your truth, seeing theirs and embracing theirs and going, that's what's right for them. That's no problems. I want to see it that way. That's no problems. And that's what my son was trying to explain to this other person of, that's your opinion. That's no problems. The other person was trying to jam it down his throat. But mystery school would say, you know what? Wherever you are in this present moment, if I'm in total consciousness of I'm here, and while I'm here, I'm thinking and feeling and being this, which then means well, action. It is what it is. There's no right, there's no wrong. And yet in 3D paradigm, we have these arguments of, but I'm the right way, but I'm the right way. This is the only way. Now I'm going to give an example. My journey to Mexico and Peru finalized many lifetimes for me, which I'm going to write in my book in a couple of weeks, my ninth book. And one of the things I saw was different definitions over the different lifetimes. And these lifetimes relate to the awakening of the world. Atlantis, Lemuria, ancient Egypt, Aztec, Incan, Mayan, galactic. There's particular one lifetime where we were meant to wake up. And I noticed after traveling places around the world that people have got definitions of who was the one that had the oldest building information, pyramids, whatever it was, and even chakras. And I got really confused. I went, wait a minute. These definitions that everyone's trying to claim as mine, which is still failure success. What if it's none of us? What if it just is what it is? What if the definition of success is that we have a commonality of everyone wanting to be loved, lovable, loving, love, which comes from my book, Secret Codes to Success, because the only code is that we're loved. That's it. So simple. And it always works out. So, what's your definition of success now? knowing that if you ask yourself at any stage of your life, what's my definition of failure? Is that mine? Especially if something pops up. Maybe you could be baking a chocolate cake. It could be you driving down the street. No matter what it is. What's my definition of success? And is it mine? Or is it someone else's? And you do it like really quick. And then you allow yourself to drop into that heart space that says, wait a minute, what is my definition of success? And success is not how much you earn, what you look like, or any of the 3D paradigm. Success is that place of, wait a minute, what makes me feel good? What brings me into heart space? Brings me into joy. Right? I'm back to teaching masterclass again. So that brings me joy always. Or connecting with people, or booking in for past life sessions, or mentoring, or teaching, or it's like bang, I'm in that heart space. It's like, what can I be? What can I be? I can be the love, and how can I create value for other people? Which is my mission statement in the business. So for me, that is success. If I can leave someone else feeling good about themselves, that's a massive success for me. That's my truth. What's yours? In actual fact, what is success for you? For you, yours, not anyone else's. And this may be not just here in this masterclass that you actually need to review this. It might be when you're having a nice hot bubble bath, or eating a beautiful meal, or going for a walk, or taking your dog for a walk. And you just remove yourself from the world and go, actually, what's it for me? What is it for me? This is such a powerful journey, not anyone else's, not family, not friends, not anyone. But if you're stuck and you think, I really don't know, this has stumped me, I'll give you two clues. One, watch kids play, whether it be at the schoolyard, whether it be your own kids, grandkids, or whatever. They know what's their truth. And I'm talking little kids. They know. And the other tip, watch animals. Now, whether you go to the park and you watch the birds, or maybe a dog park and you can watch the dogs, or your own dog or cat, whatever it is, watch them. They'll understand what the truth is. And in fact, if you've ever noticed with the dog, as soon as you come home, which I so miss every time I come home because I don't have my dog anymore, as soon as you come home, they're wagging their tail like, oh, you've been away for 5 minutes or 5 months, same thing. We love you. We just so love you. You're amazing. You're amazing the way you are. That's what true success is. And imagine the world is when you come home, if somebody greeted you like a dog, meaning, welcome home, welcome, thank you so much. And success and failure aren't really anything. They're just a 3D paradigm construct that really mucks with our mind. And if you took those concepts away, because they're probably somebody else's. In my book, Secret Codes to Success, I talk about if that thought is not loving, it's not yours to own. That's just one of the laws. That is the law of success. If that thought's not loving, it's not yours to own, then that belief about success or failure doesn't really matter. And that's why I go back to kids and animals. They don't have a list of all the right, wrong things and judgment and criticism, which is held in the pituitary gland. I just use their intuition with the pituitary gland and the third eye and go, hello, welcome. How are you? I'm going to give you another example. I'm in Peru and I've been told there was a Paddington bear. I wanted a photo with Paddington Bear because the movie Paddington Bear Goes to Peru, they had little statues of Paddington Bear everywhere. So I sat down I'm super grateful because a super delicious client took a photo of me with heading to bed. Then he was had a honey sandwich and I was pretending to eat it. This little boy came from nowhere wearing a Christmas hat and a Christmas jumper and red pants, even though it was May. He was still wearing Christmas. And he joined in. There was a beautiful conversation. There was no story of success or failure or anything. We were just in the moment. That to me was success because there was like a love connection sharing. Me, I'm Paddington Bear, and a little boy. And we both pretended to eat this sandwich. That's success. That's a little child. Not taking anyone else's story of what's right or wrong. Someone else could have looked at me and gone, oh, check that adult out. Oh, my lordy. She's sitting down with that statue of Paddington Bear. Or on the weekend at the Greek festival, the whole group, we all jumped on the merry-go-round. It was the best. All adults ranging from 40s through to I was the oldest at 58 years of age, all on the merry-go-round. Doesn't really matter, hey. So what if you lived life on that level of, what's my definition of failure? Is that even mine? What's my definition of success? What about, is that mine? Wait, ask again. What is my definition of success? Knowing that the success is living and being in the moment, just like that little boy and I in Peru, pretending to eat a honey sandwich, or all of us jumping on the merry-go-round. It was ridiculously fabulous. My mind went to imagination of the Mary Poppins movie and all the people on the horses suddenly got off the carousel and were going somewhere else. So this is really important as you step into the wintertime, a place of new beginnings, a place of reflecting, reviewing. As we start to finish off May, some of you might be feeling a bit lost and going, I don't know who I am at the moment. I'm a little bit confused. Do I want to be here? Do I want to be there? And so these questions are coming up going, yeah, but. You might even have lost connection to your purpose or dreams or goals. You're right on path. Mr. School has you understanding this is perfect, absolutely perfect, especially according to the millennium calendar. So it's a week. I really encourage and invite you, take yourself to a place where it's either for a walk, a bubble bath, some time alone, and reflect. What is it for me? What's my definition of success? Me, my definition yesterday, a gorgeous client had too many lemons. So she dropped them off on my door. And I love, first in the morning, water and lemon. Success. It was the love connection. She thought of me, I thought of her, and success. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to some sharing, our golden heart. Because it's not just about me. Mr. School is about the community that we've got here. And I would love, love, love for you to unmute. And share your golden heart. What did you hear today so that we can all learn? And if you can't unmute yourself, just pop it in the chat and then I'll share it out with everyone. So let's start with Leona, Ellie, and then Andrew. And while we're waiting for Leona, we'll just read Lou's. And thank you so much, Lou. My golden heart definition of success is living well and comfortable and being kind to self and to others. See, you guys have got it. Absolutely got it. Now let's go to Leona.
Morning, everybody. My definition of success is being aware of my thoughts so I can process them and decide whether they're mine or not.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful, Leona. Thank you. Let's go to Kelly.
Good morning, everyone. My golden heart this morning was what am I repeating over again, but which all ties with the failure and success definition. So it will come to me like not doing, being. So the the simple of success is just being happy in everything that I do. So do the things that make me happy. And failure come up as basically, it would usually be, did I fail or did I succeed? But now it's like not being happy. It's just, that's exactly so simple. It's just so simple. And the difference of opinions, if others don't want to do it my way, that's okay. But I do it my way because it actually makes me happy the way I do it. So it's still okay.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, Kelly. Let's go to Andrew.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, success is the little things for me. That's my golden nugget. It's actually getting onto Zoom when my Zoom needed an update this morning, and I was like, I'll still get on. It's getting up and going for a walk. It's even the failures are success because they're just lessons for me to be successful in some
Absolutely.
awareness. So yeah, just reminding me to drop into more so the simple things.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Andrew.
Walk. Thank you.
Let's do Kim, Monique, and Samsung. I don't know who Samsung is.
Mine was success is a place that brings me to joy.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Is it beautiful? So simple. Your answers, everyone, are amazing. And it's so simple. And imagine if we took away all the 3D construct of what success and failure is, it would be just so simple, so beautiful. So thank you, Kim. Let's go to Monique.
Morning, everyone. My golden heart was that really success is just being true to who you are, and that integrity of not compromising your own beliefs for other people. So thank you.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. And Samsung. I'm not sure who it is, but if you can unmute or type, that'd be amazing.
Well, it's Jackie, Queen of Zoom.
Jackie. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. My thing is just about being aligned and connected, because when I'm just in such a blissful space within, which reflects on whether I'm doing the dishes, hanging the washing, or playing with the cat or whatever, and catching myself when I'm not in that space to bring myself back to live my own truth.
Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Guys, you've just nailed it. Like, all of this wisdom, and it's just great to be with like-minded who can share this, to be it and shine everything that you know. So make sure you practice this and be it and be the example of what's possible for everybody. And remember, the 3D construct of success and failure, really, that's not even part of the new paradigm or the new millennium. It's there, but it's really like, no. So not that anymore. So thank you, everybody, for joining me back again. It's so good to be back. And thank you for all of you sharing. And I will see you again next week at 6 a.m. And we're back into routine Facebook Lives again, where I'll tune into your body. And please keep an eye out for the Platonic Solid Card course, which is beautiful, beautiful sacred geometry, which is just extraordinary, from Atlantis and healing processes, which is the 14th and 15th of June. So thank you, lovelies, for being here. Look after yourself. And I send you so much love. Bye, guys.